very good. It should be streaming now.
Great.
Right. So were you able to get were you able to get started on the audience start?
I logged in and navigated the platform, but I tell you, I spent most of my time on the offer screening sheet
Okay.
and looking at the goal calculator, but I really did a lot of research.
Okay.
I,
You want
I
to
looked at,
screen for me to see is there something
yeah,
to share?
yeah, I want to pull it up a bit.
Okay.
When we began to talk about, ideal client, problem I'm solving, and all of that. And it seemed as if we were talking about the pain points. Last week we used the term women disrespected in the marketplace, and the pain and frustration that goes with that, and how they're trying to solve it, and that kind of thing. So I love that dynamic. I really spent some time looking at it. And what I wound up doing is, I want to try to pull it up. I did some research and I loaded it all into what I call my my Notion account. I have
Okay.
Notion and Asana.
Okay.
So I'm trying to pull that up now. And so I basically did a lot of Google research. I'm pretty good at researching. And I put in some possible topics and things like that. And I
Okay.
found out basically that there is a lot of pain. It's what we already know, but
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of pain in the marketplace around that topic.
For sure.
And and then also I looked for, sorry, it's taking so long. I also looked for related topics. So I kind of examined the niche, I guess is what I'm
Okay.
saying. And I looked on YouTube about some of the pain points. What I found was that it seemed to have been a growing trend of before the pandemic, before the shutdown.
Yeah.
It looked as if it was building, so to speak, meaning that had we not had a shutdown, it probably would have become a growing source of discussion and a growing market. But then when we shifted to home at work, it kind of died down. But there was a lot of activity. And so two things popped in my mind. One was in terms of video, and so I had to ask myself, number one, am I willing, I'm out of the workforce and I don't want to be a career counselor, but I had to ask myself, am I willing to support women who are in pain in the marketplace around that topic of, disrespect? Am I willing to support them? Well, in other words, would I have the passion and would I be motivated to support them? And so I had to sit with that a little bit. And I thought, well, yeah, I can do that because it kind of leads me to, where I really want to be, which is kind of like helping women, identify their needs and deepest desires and go forward. And so if their pain point is their pain in the marketplace, and I can help them navigate it. In other words, identify what their pains are. Like you were saying, some are ready to do something about it. Some are in it and don't know quite what to do about it and that kind of thing. It's like there's plenty of room for all of those questions that that we talked about. So I just did that, and I found that I could probably position myself at this time as one who is an advocate for women who are disrespected in the marketplace. And that in terms of, so when I saw myself a few months ago, when I had more energy and enthusiasm, my market mind said that the smartest way for me to work would be to do the live videos, but basically my scripts, and also repurpose everything.
Mhm.
And also I found when I was on LinkedIn, I got traction when I just took a Harvard Business Review article and did a review on it.
Mhm.
And it really increased my authority.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
thought, but I was kind of bored with it because it's like, I don't want to do that all the time. But when I
Mhm.
see what's happening with women in the workplace and women of color and that kind of thing, it's like I could kind of get around that and stay passionate because I'm
Mhm.
out of it, but I can share from my experiences and I can be there as a shield for
Mhm.
the young women coming along.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
can also be there to help women who are the 55 plus,
Mhm.
who are may either leave or adjust how they're dealing with it or make lateral moves that fit their, values and lifestyle. And there are
Mhm.
plenty of articles
Mhm.
that I could respond to and write about and make videos about. All I have to do is
Mhm.
pull the latest article
Mhm.
and pose the questions that rank and give
Mhm.
those presentations. I
Mhm.
would feel like an authority. I wouldn't have to work too hard to find the material because it's there. I can be a
Mhm.
reviewer and say, hey, you're too busy working, but here's the
Mhm.
latest research, and here's
Mhm.
the latest tips, and here's the
Mhm.
latest trends, and this is what I can do for you. And have you
Mhm.
thought about this? To me, it's
Mhm.
like that would be like an easy rhythm. And if
Mhm.
I got good at doing that live, so that
Mhm.
would be, I could blog it. My
Mhm.
script would be a blog,
Mhm.
and there would
Mhm.
be the videos, and then I could
Mhm.
cut them all up and repurpose them, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's so, and then I could be an authority, but it's like I could work smart
Mhm.
um, and I could be making a contribution, the
Mhm.
serving, but it should yield to some type of income, or whether it's a group program or women working with me one-on-one, I could see
Mhm.
myself establishing myself as an authority. I could just
Mhm.
pull the articles, get some
Mhm.
type of cycle going.
Mhm.
And so that's kind of like where I landed.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
said, I think I can stay enthusiastic about that and not be drawn in to the drama or the sadness of the issues.
Mhm. Mhm.
Does that
I
make?
love that. I love, love, love,
Yeah.
love, love. And what I think is happening right now is actually your all these things that you just said now. In short, I'm glad that this has been recorded because you're going to need to listen to this over and over again.
Right.
Okay. So because what you just said now is like your manifesto. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because see, when you were talking, two words stood out to me. The first
Mhm.
one was advocate. The
Yes. Yes.
second one was shield.
Ah, yes.
Now, those two are, and on this journey on my formula, the golden method, we actually have a class that you just presented right here today. Okay. And that's the leader's voice. Okay. The
Mhm.
leader's persona. This is what you're getting right now. And I'm really excited that you're getting that because it's going to fuel what we go for, how we move forward and what we do as we move forward. So I think this is amazing,
Good.
amazing, amazing, because it's extremely important that you take the time to actually process you being that person.
Mhm.
And do I want to be? Does
Yes.
it align with who I am?
Mhm.
Do I want to be seen as
Mhm.
this person? Am I gonna be triggered?
That
Is
that was my concern. Yeah.
right? So these are very good to continue to just think about. And so this video is very important. This video, what the speech you just gave me now,
Yes. Yes.
very important. You're gonna need to listen to it over, especially when you start to feel down.
Mhm.
This is you want to come back and listen to this. And then as you listen, and as we continue, things will keep unfolding for you. Okay. So I'm really loving that. Now, talking about topics, I love that,
Mhm.
'cause again, it's another class that we're not there yet. So we're gonna soon
Mhm.
get there. But
Mhm.
I'm glad that you're getting clarity around it even before we get there. So that by the time we get there, it's much easier for you to just
Yeah.
step in.
And I thought about it too. I thought, we're at the end of the year. So instead of me, instead of the Black Friday marketing, and I don't have anything to market and all of that, but what I can position is we're going into 2023. And so I can start sharing the research about trends in the marketplace and where will you be in 2023? How do you want to position yourself? So it's like, it's a good time to start learning the craft that, you're here to perfect with me. I can just set everything up for what's happening in 2023 that has to rank in all the YouTube and Google stuff. So I should be doing ranking videos, I'm thinking, because nobody's doing it or thinking about women of color in the marketplace right now. But
Especially
everybody,
respect.
Yes.
Yeah. So for sure. So the way I recommend that you do your videos is exactly what you do, what you're talking about, where you do your videos, the same video you repurpose as different content. Many of my videos are blogs on my video on my website.
Yes.
Right. And some of them have become lead magnets. Some of them are, also you can use the same, because it's so easy to talk and turn that, with all these tools out here now, turn that same video, 1 hour, 30 minutes, whatever, turn it into a repurposed content that you can actually use somewhere else, so that's really good. It's just so good what you're saying. Now, what I want us to work on today is your audience stack. Okay. Because once it's good that you already have the background of who you want to be, how you want to be seen, as the leader, the movement that you're leading and all that, right? As you begin to work, what would happen is you're going to start meeting people that would sometimes derail you if you don't take this step that we need to take now.
Okay.
And that's knowing clearly what stage your ideal clients are as soon as you meet them. It's very similar to what would happen when you go into the doctor's office and you come in with, I feel nauseous or I feel this headache. First they want to ask you a couple of things. They will ask you a few questions, right? To identify and to cancel out some options. Okay. It's this one, it's not this one, for sure it's not this. Okay, let's take this other test, right? This is exactly what this stage does for you. Okay. So that as you begin to react, people begin to react to your videos, actually know how to diagnose their issues and how to help them and how to know whether they're ready to solve the problem or they're just looking for where to dump the issues and not ready to take action. Right?
Yes.
You're going to definitely see lots and lots of that. Okay. Now let me just let me see if I can just open. Did you want to share something with me before I share my screen?
Not really. I could show you all the research. I just did the links and everything, but I don't need to show you that. You've kind of said
it's okay. Look, you can show me quickly and then we'll just.
Okay. And I'm also logging on to the platform, my Groove member platform, because I saw the, but I spent more time doing the research than I did. So here's I'll share that if I can.
Yep.
Okay. That. All right, so I have Asana and I have Notion. Right now, this is Notion. This is where I have most of my ideas and research from one of the coaching programs I was in. I like it. I like both of them. I did a quick note and I just put, the screening sheet and, all of that. And then I just began to copy some of the things from the offer sheet that you gave me. And then I just looked at different names and topics. So disrespect. And
Yeah.
I was sitting last night with the question about what's the transformation they can expect from me, from disrespect to what, from what to what. So
Okay.
I haven't worded that out, but I figure I'm going to look at different synonyms and things like that, you know, from disrespect to what, being appreciated, valued, prized, whatever. So I'm playing around. And then I have
love that.
all these links, tons of links. So this is only from the one search term, women in the marketplace plus disrespect. 2 million results. And it gave me insight into what the topics are and also the sources. So there's so many, you know, I can familiarize myself, I'll say maybe with 5 different sources. So I'm on the mailing list, like for the McKinsey report, and there's the one, the SHRM, you know, so knowing what organizations are the authorities about human resources in the workplace and trends. So I'm just kind of gathering articles and things like that. And so there was a ton of it. That's just one search for a few minutes that I did. So there's tons of material. And also the topic disrespect spreads to so much. It can go from, you know, in what the terms again, incivility, to being harassed, to sexual harassment, to being bullied, even things like being talked over in a meeting and having people steal your ideas. I was like, ouch, ouch, yes, yes. You know, there's plenty of material there. So that was the aha for me.
I love the exclusion too. I saw one that you were saying they were excluded.
Yes. And why that happens. And one article even talked about how, you know, there are 2 flip sides, that the group might be excluding you, but also how you might be excluded because you don't have as much in common. And you know, and you try to make the bonds, but maybe it's not there, or maybe the person doesn't know how or whatever. So there's so much discussion there. And education and information. And I think about, you know, if I had someone who could have mentored me a bit better when I was in the corporate world, you know, or if there were times when it was a key time. For example, one of my mentors who was high up at the bank I had a mentor who was high up, the bank economist. And one of the senior VPs from international banking called me and said, there's a position opening up at the international money desk. I want you to apply for it. It hasn't been posted yet. I went to human resources and applied for it. And they would not allow me to have a position. That's the bottom line. Now the senior VP called me and told me he wanted me, but I can't get through human resources. How about that? And so when it came down to it, I thought, well, you know what? I've given so much here, you know, I'll just make a lateral move to another bank. Another bank wanted me to be the manager, you know, downtown. And I remember them coming to me when they knew I was going to leave saying, we'll give you that position or any position you want. Tell us what you want. We don't want you to leave. We've invested too much in you. I did not have the curve. I was so tired from the battle and hurt. If I had had someone maybe who looked like me say, tell them you want VP or AVP of whatever in that department where you want, and this is how you're gonna maintain the battle, you know, because that's a whole new battle. And, you know, I didn't have anyone there for that. That happened 2 times. So if I had someone who could have said, this is how you walk through that. And so I'm thinking, well, I'm out of the arena now. Maybe I can help someone do that. Even though I didn't maybe master those battles myself, I can be a cheerleader and a strategist for those who are still in the fight.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. You know, and that story actually is a story that I've heard a few times. In short, one of my girls at church, she just had the same in the bank. She just had this, and she worked in this bank, Canada, for so long, and all her, you know, colleagues and all these people gets promoted, and she still stays on the managerial level, you know, or something. And until she actually found another job, and they were like, we're not going to let you go, name it, you know, and they didn't want her to leave, you know. Eventually they couldn't match up with what she was becoming a VP in this other new company. and that's how she left,
Yeah.
and she's doing really well in the new
Good.
company, so it's a big deal. It's a big
Mm-hmm.
deal. And I love all this research that you've done. These are just priceless, because it's gonna help your videos. It's gonna help, everything. Like, again, it's authority amplifier, authority
Yes.
amplifier. That's what we want
Yeah.
to do. Now, okay, so now the other thing is, when you begin to help people,
Mm-hmm.
and this step that we're going to do right now is what's
Mm-hmm.
going to help, so that you're not just helping, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm putting in inverted comma, you're not
Mm-hmm.
just helping, you're actually in business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because it's hard sometimes it can be hard. It's like church. Okay. Once you're in church, we don't talk money. Don't talk about money.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I because I'm a pastor, and for many years I was also a financial planner. And many of my church members would come, and I would guide them on their finances, and I would tell them different things to do. I remember this lady said to me, "You're my pastor. I don't want you to talk to me about money. Don't." It's very interesting. Years later, she's like, "I was a fool."
Yes. Yes. And that's kingdom. See, people think church, but it's kingdom.
So it's but in the mind of people, when you begin to help them, it's supposed to be clean.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why we have to clearly define the solution that you're bringing. We're going to talk about that also next week in the golden message.
That'll be nice.
Exactly. But today I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you that pyramid that I have.
Yeah, it looked good. I saw it and I thought, no, I want to do the research with my time. And I liked it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So this part right here, we need to be able to categorize your people and define what stage people are. Okay. Because, for example, in my world, in my own process, I have the nervous leaders. They want the result, but they're afraid to take action to get it. Or they just, sometimes I meet somebody that would say, I'm afraid to do my videos. Okay. I'm afraid to do my videos. Okay. So what have you done about it? I'm just waiting. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do, So a lot of times I meet people in this world, and that's why I created my mini course that I call Solve Your Live Video Agitation. Okay. Because I want you to be able to go out there and just do a live video. Okay. Now, some people have not even done any kind of video. They're afraid to do videos. Okay. This is where they are as well. Now, some it's because they have not done video because it's just coming to their radar. Okay. And they are just like, okay, like what camera, what tool, what that, what, and just like any beginner. Right. So many of those people, even though they will be here, they are not really nervous. Okay. They're just beginners. Okay. So they're still at this space where they're not taking action yet. Okay. But they're not going to stay here long. Okay. Now, the next group of people are my hidden heroes. Okay. Now, these are beginners. They've started doing their videos, but they're not getting results, or they're just, trying to learn what it looks like to do videos. What does that mean? But they're great at what they do. Okay. All of these people are great. They are experts at what they do. So now I put them as hidden heroes. Okay. They're great, but nobody knows about them. So we get them out there, and we want their videos. We want to do their videos and get it done right. Okay. The next level are my respected experts. Okay. Now, what I'm hoping and aiming to do with these two groups is actually first, these ones, I bring them here. Then the next one, I bring them here to become respected experts in their, okay? This is what we're talking about, having niche authority, right? You know, and then the next level, my next Oprahs, okay? I call them Oprah because they are flying high, they're great, they are getting results, they have lots of money coming in, they have a team working for them and all that. You know, these are usually, so people here are usually, where I help them is bring them, you know, to, you know, like the level of repurposing and getting
that scaling talk that everybody talks about.
Exactly. The scaling, yeah. So now it's this is a chat that I always want everyone to have, and we can quickly work on that together in your for you right now. I think we've done this. We've done this. We've done, okay, so I'm looking for, no, we've done this. No,
that was great.
Yeah, thank you. And your video from last week was your video from last week was amazing. And I said to myself, you've actually helped me to make this better. Okay. What's going to happen now from now is I'm going to make everyone in class do videos. Because what I'm discovering is when you go out there in my group and you share, I want you to be seen as an expert. Okay. And I want you to, you know, you're getting practice. You're, you know, as people are seeing you, it's also, you're not coming as a guru. They're seeing the progress.
Yes.
And funny enough, what would happen is people can relate with you because they see the progress and they're like, this person will understand me. You begin to share who you are and how you help people, they can connect with you and they're like, I came in here for videos, but I really need to talk to her. Right?
Yeah.
Because that is more painful for them now. They are not, you know, ready to solve the problem of their videos. Right now, they need to solve this burning problem in their place. Right. So I really love that. And just one moment, I'm going to bring out what's this? I think I opened the wrong. Okay, it's this one.
Yeah, I was looking because I had, as a VIP, I had access to one of your programs that have the script and all of that.
Yes.
And I looked for it yesterday and I played around with the template, but I was looking forward to that process as well. Is that part of what we're doing here, or is that separate?
Yes. Okay. That's in 3 weeks or so.
All right.
Okay, so I'm trying to get to the audience stack. Yeah, here.
Okay.
This one. Okay, so this is it. So for me, I put this out, you know, I wish you had time to look at this. You know, when we do it before time, we get a lot done faster, but it's okay. Would next week we'll try to do in advance. Yeah,
I'll be ready.
Yeah, that's fine. So now, can you see like my stages, my nervous leaders, my hidden heroes, my respected experts, and the next Oprahs, right? Now here is, I'm going to make a copy just so I don't, Karen. Yeah. So I'm going to share this with you when we're done. Okay. So now usually I say we can start with the same level, with the same naming. Okay. However, as you go, I would want you to create, to use some words that would connect with your people. Like, for example, when I say nervous leaders, people, they feel it. When I say you're a nervous leader, yeah, that's the truth. Or you're a hidden hero, you know, yeah, you're right. You know, so that's what you want to have.
So am I identifying myself or my clients right now?
No, your clients.
Okay. All right.
So I was talking about Yeah, no, I was talking about my own clients.
Okay,
When I meet you and I say you're a nervous leader, it makes
gotcha.
sense. When
Mhm,
I'm someone and they're, so
mhm.
now, what would you say is the difference between people that are, say, they're identifying or they have the problem that you solve,
Mhm.
but they've not taken action, they've not taken any action. What's the difference between them?
Well, I think they're overwhelmed, they're fearful, they're
Okay.
not empowered.
Okay. Overwhelmed, fearful,
Mhm.
not empowered.
Yeah, they don't feel they have,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's for sure.
Feel disempowered, is that?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah. About what?
about their
Disempowered.
whole situation,
Mm,
um, about the whole work situation.
okay.
A lot of them even are in job positions that are structurally disempowering. In other words, how can I say, there are two levels to the disempowering. Part of it is what they feel on the inside, their internal, how they feel about life in the world. And then the external is that they're in a low-paying job
Okay.
that is structurally set up so that they don't necessarily maybe receive respect on a day-to-day basis. They're dealing with angry customers across the cash register or on the customer service line, so the disempowerment is internal and it's external.
Okay. Okay. Uh,
And that can be white collar as well as, blue collar.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. Angry customers. Okay.
Angry customers, where there's some jobs where structurally it's okay for the boss or supervisor to be nasty and get away with it in certain,
Mm, I'll write that there. You
that's
can clean it up
structural.
later.
Yeah.
Where it's okay
Hmm.
for supervisor to be nasty,
Yeah.
yeah, to them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, so that's the beginners, and
Yeah.
and
That's
they
for
are
sure.
overwhelmed and fearful. Okay, feel disempowered. Okay, now let's go to the people that have done a little bit of things,
Hmm.
about it.
Yeah. Those people have, um, I don't know, they have higher expectations. Um, yeah, they have higher expectations of uh, fulfillment, advancement. They have a knowledge of their skills and talents. They have an awareness that they have skills. They have an expectation that yes, I'm in the marketplace, but I'm to be treated with a modicum of civility. And yes, I do expect some type of culture that is collaborative or some type of positive organizational culture or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they have a higher expectation of their fulfillment and advancement.
In
They're
fact,
also
I'll even change that because some of that is the achievers.
mhm,
Rookies would have an awareness. I would take out the expectations. They have an
mhm,
awareness of their talents and skills
okay,
and expect
okay,
to be treated with some respect.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
The high achievers then have the expectations of fulfillment. The achievers also have credentials. The achievers are credentialed. They have high expectations of achievement and advancement. Um, the achievers also have basic um, basic communication and conflict resolution skills. you know. Some of them also, some of the achievers have, what should I say? They are aware of and pursue remedies, like HR remedies. You know, they're aware of, maybe they're aware of their rights, and they pursue remedies when forced to. They don't want to necessarily, but.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to add something else now, and then we'll clarify again.
Sure.
Okay. So, so now so what I want for you to do, to think of, is the beginners are the ones that are brand new, like they don't even have a clue that there is a solution. They're just frustrated.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now the rookies are the ones that they've taken some actions and they know that there's the possibility of getting help and support and getting the result they're looking for. They just don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they've tried and they just don't have that cheerleader beside them that is giving them the, you know, the shield and is that advocating for them and saying, don't worry, just keep going. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, and some of them know that they have gaps in their credentials.
Okay, yes, okay. And then the third space here is where you bring these people to.
Yes.
Okay, so your process brings them from beginner, rookie to achievers.
That's good.
Now, okay, now in the advanced level, these are in most cases your own colleagues.
Yes.
Okay, or people that don't need you. Okay. Now, in my own process, I didn't used to do anything for these achievers. I just see them and I'm like, yep, you're flying high. Keep going. I'm Raven fan. Okay. But now these are the people that come to me and they want me to help them, you know, my team to help them repurpose their content.
Yeah.
So now I now have a solution for them as well, you know, but at this point for you, I want you to ignore them. These are people, you see them, you let them go. Okay. You just,
well,
you know.
But what if those are the ones who want to do the life changes and things like that? Because those are the people I really want to work with. I want to work with women who are advanced. In other words, they're ready for what I call a life change. They're initiating it themselves.
Exactly. Okay. So now, if I love that, I really love that. And so, but what I would want for you to do is we're still going to ignore them for now, because if we go as if we're going to get both of these people, we're going to be losing them. Okay. Yeah. So it's better to, but you know, at the back of your mind, for example, outside of your video, if somebody responds to you and they want to, you know, do something with you, you still have to be very careful. Okay. Because what would happen is they would derail you. Okay. These people will derail you. And the ones that really, really need, they're in their need of your help at this point, you're not going to be reaching out to them. You're going to be helping these other people in your video. So that's why I always say start without trying to help the advanced group.
All right.
Okay. However, you know someone personally, you know, it's okay. You can give them a quote and let them, you know, join your advanced program. But at this stage, I would want to focus on the beginners and the rookies, and we're bringing them to become achievers, taking them through your process. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Because you see, what's going to happen is when you start to do your videos, I'm not sure if I told you this before, when you start to do your videos, you start to feel, because you're going to be talking about really stupid, simple things.
Yeah.
You start to feel like, what's wrong with me? I'm retired and I'm this grown woman and I'm still talking everything. And people are going to be commenting, you know, some of your advanced people will be commenting and they'll make you feel like you should. Everybody knows that. That's
Mhm.
stupid. That's simple, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And then you are going to start to doubt yourself, and you're going to start to feel insecure that you're not doing the right thing, and then you're going to be derailed. Okay. So now when if you go at it knowing that they're going to come, okay,
Yes.
you prepare for them, you expect that they're going to come. But is what usually also happens is when you share some of these things. Okay. So for example, if I say, the very first time I started talking about going live, okay, everybody would say, in short, there was recently I did a presentation last week to this company. They invited me to do video confidence and all that, and I was talking about my beginner, rookie, this, somebody wrote in the comments, the nervous leader should go to Toastmasters. Okay. Now, if this was 2-3 years ago, I would have frozen, because I'll be like, yeah, they should have gone. Why didn't they go? Why are they coming to me? Right? That's the way I felt 2 years ago. But now I was like, absolutely, they should go to Toastmasters, because if they think they need Toastmasters, that's what they should do. But my people really don't want to go to Toastmasters. Okay. They just want clients, right? So it's very important as you begin to communicate your message. People that are advanced will come and they'll make those kind of comments that would even shut down the people that are struggling.
Right.
That in public, they don't want to admit that they have that problem. So that's where you have to be careful. You have to now, communicate in a way that you say, yeah, people, you will be shocked that people have issues with this, even though I used to think it was basic to myself, but I now know that people have issues. And, and then if you have experience in that, you just say it, and
yes.
So that they can connect and feel like you understand them. Like that story of you wanting to move from job to job and not being able to, do it the most efficient way, is going to connect with people any day. So let's, so now the question would now be, so these people are, can we put something here for them?
For the advanced?
Yes.
The symptom, how about deeper yearning for service?
Let's start with the achievements that they, why are they advanced here?
Oh, okay. Mastery of workplace dynamics. They have a mastery of credential, how can I say, advanced credentials, or, and then, how can I say, they have a leadership gap. So I wouldn't even want
any negative. I want it to all be good.
So they want to level up their leadership, or they have a yearning and desire for greater contribution.
Ready to level up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Ready to level up, whether it's leadership or whether it's monetization or business.
Okay. Monetization. Okay, so that's good. So that's why I'm just making it positive, because I want you, I don't want you to be distracted with them right now. Another, when you're ready for the next business, the next offer, we'll do this again.
Got it.
And so that way we're clear on what it is. Okay, so now we can keep these names here. Right? We say, but once you have some time, you can also put the names, like that. you were looking at the dictionary and looking for some words that you could use, right? Some of those would fit in here. Now, the status is what do you use to determine? So, like, for example, here, you said some of them have low paying income. You know, is there a way to use?
Yeah, for the beginners, for example, you would probably say something like, limited earning potential, or I mean, you know, it's all relative, but
minimum wage, no,
yeah,
it's definitely
yeah, even though those won't be my clients though, a lot.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So it's not your, or maybe
entry level. How about that? Entry level, income benefits. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. And
yeah, satisfies me. The rookies have what I call salaried, salaried and or, because when you think of tech industries, salaried and or what's the word again now? Contractor related. So maybe they aren't the contract, you know what I mean? They're not in control. They work for a contractor, but you know, those jobs, you know, have time frames and benefit packages might vary. You know what I mean?
I see. So that would be like someone that works in, like, I'm thinking of a girl that works in a boutique accounting firm, and she actually moved from KPMG to work in this place, but she's not. Actually, no, she actually left that to go to do this. So she was a contractor and things were limited, even though she was in KPMG. And then she went to this other company. Okay.
Yeah. You know, something like that. You could even, and we could say service industry or not, or, you know, because that's broad, but it's like if you're the administrative assistant, you have a salary, you have benefits, but there may not be a lot of opportunity for growth unless you get different credentials or build your reputation within the company and then, you know, work for higher executives or something.
So some of the things that you're saying right now are like this strategy and like this
exactly
you're going to take them through, right?
Yes.
You know, and so, you know, like you can add other metrics, you know, that you're going to use to define. Like for me, this is where I now put their income. Okay. So I say like under $100,000, and then, you know, like, because this is salaries, right?
Yeah.
You know,
well, beginners would be under 30.
Okay. Under 30.
The rookies would be under 40.
Really?
Yeah. Because you know why? Because I figure anything could happen in their life. In other words, you don't have enough benefits. So if you had to choose between taking care of a sick parent or a husband or something, you could use up your sick days. Those people lose their jobs more than people realize. And they're really a paycheck or a life crisis away from losing it, even though, and they could go get another job, but it might be 6 months before they find another position that pays. So in the old days, that was pretty solid, but it's not as solid anymore because the workplace is more hostile.
I love this. Now, so now this that we're this discussion is there a possibility that we're actually restricting this to service-based employees?
It's possible, sure. And I don't necessarily want to do that.
Yeah.
You know,
the last person that you worked with, what kind of
she was in education.
So it's service-based.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that it's a clue.
Okay.
Because again, the idea is, I mean, I guess here we could lump everybody in here.
Yeah.
And say they are not professional, like they're not professional, you know.
Correct.
And so out of the things that you're going to tell them to do is to get a credential. But really, these are just going to be people, they're not taking action.
Correct.
And so the work that you're going to, just think of me working with you for 90 days. The work that you're going to be able to achieve with them in 90 days is not going to give them any kind of result.
Yeah. That's good. Can you put that somewhere in parenthesis about not taking action? So I can remember that and work with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So these now, I'm going to say that the whole plan is for service. Okay. But this group could also be non-professionals, right?
Yes.
And now the idea is they're not ready to, not taking action on their career, something like that.
Career path.
Or
career strategy.
Exactly. Good. Yeah. So that way you have that there. And you meet people like that, you don't waste too much time with them.
Correct. Yeah.
Because really your impact with them is not going to be felt in a short time.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Even though they're ideal, they should be listening to you and they'll be encouraged. Okay. You may meet one of them that will come and tell you, you know, because of your video that I watched, I actually signed up for class after hours.
Right.
You know, and because they need to take those action before they get here.
That's good. Now, can you put that there too? Underneath that, my impact will be minimal or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we can go on. Yeah.
Yes, impact here will be minimal. So
that's good.
Not to focus on this group. Over time, usually what I suggest to my people, to my clients, is create content, give them lead magnets, help them move, but you know, just so they can think and process things. But again, like you said, I remember the very first thing you told to me, you know, your people is they are able to get transformation for themselves.
Right.
If you have not been able to do that, it's going to be hard for you to give them that transformation. They need to have that.
Yeah, I say those are the ones who'll be watching the videos, maybe liking the videos, but they won't be monetizing anything except which is okay.
Which is okay. You need them. You need them. Yeah. And then the next group under 40, these are for sure service individuals, service-based individuals.
Do you think I should make it 50 instead of 40?
I'm not sure what the industry is like.
I would say 40. I just say 40 because I see a difference now where 40 used to mean something, but it isn't as stable anymore.
Yeah, but my concern is, do they have enough wiggle room to pay for help? Because 40 is very small for, say, for example, as a family.
Yeah. But there, you know, when I look at college educated people and the jobs that they're doing, I don't know. I'm not seeing, you know, maybe I'm out of touch. I'll have to do some research.
Yeah, do some research. 40 to 50, I would say, is okay. You know, but do some research because we want it to be like a minimum of, right? You want them to have access to funds that they can actually pay you, right? Obviously, you know, if it's something that they're really interested in, they will make money available. But it's good to know, to have an idea.
I see those people as doing the group programs or short little masterminds or You know, I don't see them able to do much because they're working, let alone if they have family. And
Absolutely.
they would only be, to me, it seems though that group would only have time if they're convicted and committed to their growth. Those are the ones who would do a $97 master class or,
Exactly.
you know, a
Exactly.
197 something for a few, you know, they aren't going to do more than that, I don't think.
At the beginning, you know, and sometimes, you know, sometimes they would take action on, because they can't prove it. They don't see the results yet, you know. So it's okay to think 40 to 50, you know, and then they take a $97 course or mastermind or something. Then you move them to a place where so it's like this stage is actually broken into two, right? So now in my world, I would see some people would take the silver course, my Slay Your Life Agitation course, and immediately after because I offer them a free consultation as part of the course. They actually are able to move to the next level. And I see them now come into this program. I've seen that, you know, so it's not like they're not here. They are here, but I still needed to help them. I gave them the formula and I needed to come help them do it together. So, and then they will see why they are investing in a bigger program. So that's very good. And then here we would need to, you know, say what's the differentiation? I mean, what's the status for the achievers? Where are you bringing them?
So again, it's salaried. Salaried with benefits or salaried with I don't want to say distinguished benefits or are
you able to, so you meet someone that is earns $50,000. Okay. What do you and you take them through your process, bring them here. What do you get? What do they become? What's their new status?
Supervisors, managers.
Okay.
Supervisors, managers, master, whatever it is. So even if they're in tech or whatever, there's some kind of supervisor, manager, or they have a credential, they're credentialed as a master something in their trade or industry.
Okay. Okay. So now the question is, what are you able to do for them in, say, 90 days that would help them to get to supervise? So are you able to bring someone from here to here in 90 days? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. Like you say, it might take the teaching or coaching or whatever, but I could see that. Yes, because people who are normally the rookies, they have a desire. They're conscious achievers. They may not have all the tools.
Fine. Yeah, they just don't have the tools. Yeah, I love that. Very good. And then it could also be in progress, you know, like how you said, you know, where they're working towards it and they have the formula to get it done. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. And then when they now, you know, so what I would say is, here you've given them, we need to reword this, that is going to make it sound like they have everything they need to get there, or they're there.
Could you put that there underneath it, please?
Okay. So I'm going to say, have tools and strategies to get there. Right?
Yes, thank you.
Very good. And did I say anything else besides that? Have tools and to get very good. And then here, these ones are they're in mastery. They are flying high in their companies.
Yeah. Visible leadership, visible authority, and impact.
Okay. And have visible authority
And impact, influence and impact. How about that?
influence and impact. Yeah. Influence.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. So now if there is any we can use that same financial also.
Mhm, mhm.
Where do you see them? Like, I want them to be here. What's that here?
Well, I mean, I could just say 60 plus.
Okay. 60 plus. So
Mhm.
what you're doing is you're giving them 10 to 20K
Mhm.
increase, right?
Yes,
I love-
yes.
Very good. And then the last stage will be,
That's interesting because the advance, a lot of times, women can have those credentials and qualifications, but they're still only making 80 plus.
okay.
Um, So that's the low because there's visibility, but that's the salary plus benefits.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And that's good, because now what that brings you to, or brings them to, is now they get to the point of, okay, now I've achieved it, but I'm still not there. I
Yeah.
actually want to start something else.
Mhm.
Remember
Yeah.
where you want to now, these are the people that you want to now take to create new impact work, right?
Yes, yes.
Beautiful. I love that. I love that. So now what I would want for you to do is we're going to now look at the strategy. Okay. Now the strategy, this space is the let me show you right here.
Mhm.
The strategy that so I meet these people and I and
Mhm.
we do an audit of their information. This is, they take the course, many of the people take the course, and then I audit their system. In short, most of the times they're just looking for somebody to come and see what I'm doing, to see if it's going okay. Am I, indecision and all that? Yeah. And then I give them the system. They have the system, proven system, to actually hit recurring incomes, right? And then after they get here, we leverage what they have, right? So now the steps that I go through is, I tell the beginners, just go live. Some people, I'm just going to record videos, and pre-recorded videos are okay. Nope, it's not okay. Just go live. Okay. Right. And then here is, I help you take a stand and own your voice and actually get ready to scale. Right. Then we go to an expanded network, widen your circle, and then now we maximize what you already have. Right. I'd like for you to do the same here. We need to work on, and if you can send me this during the week, so that, just send me a message sometime between now and, tomorrow, if you can, would be nice, so once we have this, it will be good. And then hopefully you would also have some names that you're starting with.
Okay.
That's, I'm talking the stage names.
Yes.
So that's it. And then obviously try to clean up this space as well. Mine as well. Yeah. So this is it. This is it.
That's a good start.
We're moving. Yeah, we're moving very fast. Very fast. Do you need me for anything? Do you need anything to
No, so let me just clarify then. So for my homework, it's like finish filling in the grid. So you've given me my copy, you shared a copy with me. And so I'm to go in and type in it myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's the problem.
Before I think you sent it to yourself and then.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to move all my I keep forgetting to move all my thing to the new email. Just recently started using Google Workspace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that way it's much easy, but because I was using my private emails all along,
Yes.
it's hard to
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to move everything all at once. Yeah. But I would definitely get to it.
Okay, so I'll watch the video again. I'll watch this video again, and then
Yes.
I'll work on that particular grid.
Mhm. Very
And
good. I
continue
just
doing my research. Thank you.
Yes. You're very welcome. Yeah. So once we're done with this, what I want at the end of this is I want you to be able to say, these are, what I do with you is I meet you and I meet you as a rookie and I move you to achiever, always in
Yes.
your head. You're taking your rookies, not your beginners, your
Mhm.
rookies. Once in a while, you mentioned your rookies as well, but you're calling out to your rookies.
Yes.
Okay. All the time. I move you from being a rookie to being an achiever. Everywhere I go, I say, I find my hidden heroes. Where are all my hidden heroes out there? You're great at what you do, but nobody knows you. So I'm going to help you to become a respected expert in your field. Right. And so everywhere you go, every video you do, every post you make, everything, you're calling out to your rookies. Join you.
Yes.
Awesome.
Like that.
Awesome. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then next week, we're going to work on your positioning statement. You're already on track for that. I see the research that you were doing is going to be clear for us. So you can even jump into the script, that place and practice a little bit. Try to write some things, and then I would want to feel it when you come. Cool.
That was a lot of work. Thank you. A lot of progress. Yeah, it all boils down to knowing what my niche is and what problem I'm solving and what I can commit to. And the thing about triggering was my big issue. It's like, I really handle that. But I think I can. I have my 30-something daughter and, just watching her go through her stage of life and being there for her. Wow. It's like, well, I'm kind of doing it already. So let me just go ahead and expand it. And kind of like, so I'm walking her through. I'll just walk anybody else through who wants to, and see what that how that turns out.
That's lovely. Now that gives me a question. Your daughter is 30 something.
Yeah, she's I think 35. She's my adopted daughter, by the way. She adopted me. She was my son. And so she's about 35 right now. With two sons under the age of 3.
Okay.
She's in education. I begged her not to. So she's navigating things like the job changes and balancing family and credentials, And so, it's like I'm her mentor and I'm her mom. And she said some things to me recently that were very endearing. And I thought, okay, let me just go ahead and do that and be that.
So now the reason why I asked that question is because your ideal client, though, is 55 plus.
Correct. That's right.
So now what we need to do is we need to look through this exercise that we just did again. Are we doing it for the 55-year-old or the 35-year-old woman?
That's where I always have the issue. I want to help the 55-year-old woman.
Okay.
I don't know why. I guess because I did all of my training with Feminine Power, that was kind of like the group or whatever, because I was always thinking my transformation would be for the advanced woman who wants to take that next step. However, I don't seem to be attracting that or sending that message or having the traction for that. And so, or I can get to that person by discussing the pain of the workplace.
Yes. but I don't, I'm questioning where
Yeah.
the thoughts, where are you getting the thoughts that you're not attracting the 55-year-old?
Well, I mean, with what I've done so far, my one client fits that demographic, but it's like, I don't know. I really don't, I don't even know anymore. I
Yeah.
really don't know anymore.
Yeah, because you see, the thing is, if we do the exercise that we just did now, I would need you to do it again and be sure that we're doing it for the 55-year-old, because the reason why your 35-year-old woman, I'm not sure she'll see the need to get the solution and to pay for the solution compared to the 55-year-old woman. And the 55-year-old woman, she's ready to take action. And that's why you have one that actually paid you.
Yes, yes.
So I would want to not move away from her.
Most of the 55-year-old women, though, would be at the, what were the stages again? They wouldn't be beginner, and they wouldn't be rookie. They would be rookie, some of them, but I think they'd be, what's the next level after rookie?
Advanced? Achievers?
Achievers, yeah.
Okay.
Achievers.
So
most of my, they would probably be achievers. At 55, some might be rookies and achievers.
So let's put your client, okay? Let's place her somewhere. Where is she when you met her? When you met her, was she here?
No.
Or was she here?
She's an achiever / advanced. She's in between achiever and advanced.
Okay, so then maybe it's not, this categorization is not correct. Because the question is, what was she, where was she, what would be perfect? And
I moved her, I moved her from, what is the top two again? Above rookie. So I moved her from rookie to achiever, even though the salary is off.
Okay, give me, where was she and where did she go to?
The salary should be 50 plus. If we're talking a woman, if we're talking a woman, because really it's, when I say 55, I could say 50 and over, but 50 plus will be the rookie. I could drop the age down to 45 or 50 and above.
50 sounds good.
50 and above. So the rookie would be 50K. And then the achiever, then I'd say 65.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you moved her from here to here.
Yeah, in terms of what was happening, yes.
General income. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So it's because if we don't design this and we're not talking to her, if we start talking to the 35-year-old, you're gonna lose the lady here. The other thing that we didn't do here is, in short, they're all 55 plus. It's not by age. There's no age classification in your journey. Yeah.
So really, I would start with the rookies. If I'm dealing with that age group, they're all going to be rookies for the most part. For the most part.
And again, where they are is they're aware of their they expect to be treated right. Does this sound like her when you met her?
Oh yes.
Okay, was she salaried?
Oh yeah.
Very good. Very good. So now this is perfect. Okay. And now these people also, entry level.
I'm sorry, when I look at the income again, it should, instead of saying under, would I say at 50?
Okay. 50K.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50K is okay. And then here would be under
40 then. Can we do
under
that?
40, yeah. Yeah, because again, 30 is And
Yeah,
then
we're
you
talking
need
about
to
the
look at,
50-year-old. Yeah.
yeah. Then you need to look at entry level income benefit, all this you'd
Some of
like
them
to
still might be, because there are a lot of grown women who worked all their lives. They're not
really.
salaried.
Hmm.
They may make $40,000,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not salaried. They have great benefits and they
Mm-hmm.
work those 30 days of, but they're not.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of, I don't know, I could just say non-salaried level,
Okay.
non-salaried instead of entry level, we could say
Okay.
non-salaried level, because they're like professional non-salaried,
Exactly. Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Professional non-salaried. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Very good.
Okay.
So it's not non could also so these now are your
Mm-hmm.
bigger audience, like more like crowd
Mm-hmm.
slash crowd will also have would also have a group of would also have okay non-salaried, right? Non-professional.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Very good. Yeah.
Yeah. They're making a good buck, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they've learned how to work that system. They're making a good buck. They're
Mm-hmm.
financially competent and
Mm-hmm.
aware, you know what I mean, and responsible.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of like where they are right now.
And it's for those people, what they need from you is just inspiration.
Inspiration.
Yeah,
And
inspiration.
maybe they'll hear the strategies and things.
Yeah,
They may or
and
may not act on it.
yeah.
But they would be encouraged. And just like you said, yeah.
They are more long-term people
Correct.
than people
And
that
they would refer, they're good sources of referral, because they would
absolutely,
refer other women to you.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Beautiful. All right. So please fine tune. And then when we come next week, we're going to pull from here and take a look at it, and then we'll do the message that is just going to make it sharp as you do your video.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad you caught that. Yeah, because I was drifting into the other age group.
Yeah.
Even though they may respond, but 50 plus, we'll say that for now.
Now, do you want to go do a video in my group and call out people and see if there's anyone that so this would be like a research post. It could be a video, it could be something, it could just be a post. But video is good so that people start seeing you as the go-to. So you're doing your research right now and you want to know, is there anyone in this group that actually, and make sure you say as part of the program, as part of the Get Clients program with me, you're doing a research, you want to know, does anybody in here have XYZ? Is this in this stage? Your provider, service-based professional, and you have experienced some disrespect at work, gathering information, I'd love to talk to you. Okay. And anywhere you could find that, but again, it's not, if you have any question and people start asking you a question, we just want to be talking to more people like that.
And then also, I haven't used my community poll.
Yeah.
On YouTube yet.
Exactly.
I could do something like that.
Yeah. Do that on YouTube.
I could do a percentage. I may keep it simple. Have you experienced disrespect in the workplace recently? Or are you frustrated about disrespect in the workplace? Yes or no? Keep it simple.
Exactly. Yeah. For YouTube, you're not able to with the hashtag now, you're able to, with the ads now, you're able to connect with people. So you can respond to them, right? But Facebook is better for this kind of.
I'm not getting much traction on Facebook. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Right
no, it's
now, that's another
because
good
it's
resource.
there's nothing happening on Facebook for you. Are you creating videos on Facebook yet?
I did for a while, but they weren't for a while. People responded, but I think it's what I'm messaging or whatever.
Yes.
Um, so I left it alone because YouTube and Instagram are responding, even though they may not be my
Yeah.
market. I do
Mhm,
client right now, but it's
mhm.
like I just said to myself, I'm going to stop until I figure out what my message and ideal client is. And
Mhm,
then
mhm,
I'll decide, how I want to go forward. So,
Yeah, let's see. You
yeah.
can just do it in both.
Yeah,
Do
I
it
can
in
still do a poll on you
do it
on
on
Facebook.
YouTube.
Yeah,
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 do it on YouTube. Do it everywhere.
yeah.
Just we want what we're trying to get to is we want to hear their language, the
Mm-hmm.
language they are using
Yes.
to represent the problem and the pain they're having. So that's
Mm-hmm.
as molding and refining things, you're
Yes.
using the closest message
Mm-hmm.
to theirs. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So
Okay. That was quite a lot.
yeah, it's always gonna be a lot. But that's why we're here together.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting because I expected that I'm gonna have a lot more people in here. Imagine
Mm-hmm.
having
Yeah, it wouldn't have been, I was thinking about that last week. It wouldn't have been the same impact.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
would have walked away feeling the same way. It's like the 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 coach has great tools, great
yeah,
strategies, great frameworks, but
yeah,
I need to have, at this point, I
yeah,
really need to have the discussion where someone is hearing me and
yeah.
asking the questions, because I've had a dozen or more niche conversations in
Hmm.
groups or even a few one-on-one, but
Yeah.
it's like I haven't yet gotten to the point where something resonates and I can run with it.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
and so it's to my advantage, and I feel
Advantage.
it's
Yeah.
my blessing right now that God has
Hmm.
given me you
Hmm. Hmm.
and this time,
Hmm. Hmm.
and that it's going to benefit both of us in some way
Yeah,
greatly.
for
But
sure.
I was thinking last week, I said, this is something that, I could, if I had the mean, knowing what I know now, and if I hadn't spent what I'd spent already, I would
Hmm.
easily pay $3,000 for
Hmm.
what
Hmm.
we're doing.
Hmm. Hmm. Very good.
So
Thank
just keep
you.
that
Thank
in
you.
mind.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Thank you. And actually, the real prize for the program is $3,000. But because of the fact that I'm building it and I
A
want
beta.
to exactly, it's beta. It's you're not even the first person to take this.
Mhm.
A couple of people have taken it before, but because I want it to become a group program,
Yes.
and that's why I keep charging so not so
Hmm.
much for it, because
Yes.
I want to fine-tune the message that
Mhm.
I'm able to not be tied to one person at a time, but
Right.
still give so
Yes.
the way I'd love to transition this, and I'm learning even as I'm working with you, is this is much better. Okay. And one-on-one is good, but I want the group part also, because
Mhm.
like right now, even though you don't have anybody here with you, the fact that I'm streaming it into the group is a group part of it. And then now
Yes.
you're using the group, the bigger group, to fine tune also and to get visible is
Yes.
really good. Now I'm planning that as we go, the price goes up, and then we meet together, and then one-on-one time, maybe once a month.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
toying with that. But
Mhm.
I like this because I'm seeing that you're getting better results with
Yeah,
this.
there has to be some one-on-one
Yeah,
time built in,
yeah, for sure.
some
For
kind of
sure.
way, even if it's a 30-minute,
Yeah.
throughout the course, like if it's a 9-week something,
Mm-hmm.
maybe every other week or 3 times, but there
Mm-hmm.
has to be some one-on-one,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because there's a lot of richness that happens. There's a lot of harvesting. Um,
Mm-hmm. Especially at the beginning, right here, where we're getting lots of
yeah,
clarity in
yeah,
place. Yeah,
that's the
I
whole
see.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Thank you. Thanks for helping me fine tune this as well. All right. So take care,
Thank
and
you.
I hope the rest of the week is great.
Yes, thank you. And the same for you. Thanks, Ola.
Thank you. All right then. Bye now.